think of when I say digital products? For me, at first, I thought about things like planners and journals and things along those lines. But when I started to get curious about these digital product based businesses I was hearing about everywhere on Instagram, I noticed that when people started talking about making money online, I felt very cringy. Not to date myself or anything, but I come from the Beachbody era. So when others say things like, build your own business, it makes me feel kind of gross. Who remembers the whole affiliate marketing stuff? Listen, affiliate marketing is a great thing, but I took that little $7 course and I was not interested in how schemy it made me feel. Setting up a website and funnels for a course that you've never even taken and then kind of selling them as your own, it makes me feel like I'm just lying. All of this makes my job as a business coach much, much harder because I am really teaching you how to take your passions and your knowledge and turn them into a doc or a webinar or a course that you can sell to others who want to learn from you. In today's episode, I am going to let you in on my journey and how I am different from other coaches out there. So I want you to stick around to the very end because I have some juicy secrets that I am just excited to reveal. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is the Inspire RN podcast. My name is Kate. I have been a nurse for several years, almost 10 years, since 2015. I'm a mother to 3 children. I'm a wife. I'm a business coach. I'm a student. The list goes on and on and on. And over the last several years, I had to really kind of pause on my nursing degree and take a deep dive into what I wanted out of life. I bought countless self-help books, multiple courses, and really tried to do the inner work that was needed for me to figure out which direction I needed to take. From there, Inspire RN was born, and so was this podcast. So my goal is just to post every single week to inspire you and to motivate you and to teach you things that will help you grow your own digital product-based business. You can find me here on YouTube every single Friday. I am also on Apple and on Spotify. Please come over and follow me on Instagram at InspireRM and check out all of our past shows at inspirern.com/show notes. Let's start from the beginning. We all have a journey that we need to travel, and there are lessons that we have to learn, and there are skills that we have to obtain during this journey. But I will admit that for a very long time, I felt like I was striving to reach this destination, some peak of the mountain where I would be able to rest and relax. But the reality of the situation is that there is no destination. This doesn't exist. So we have to realize that relaxation and taking time to rest while still keeping our curiosity for more alive is vital. Living in survival mode, where we are convincing and we are pushing ourselves for just one more hour, just take one more class, just one more load of laundry, that is not sustainable. Now I see that I lived in this survival mode because somewhere along the line, I promised myself that on the other side of that push would be that destination. I convinced myself that things would get better, but I had no vision and no plan. I wasn't really working towards an end goal or a clear end goal at that. And I was just living in survival mode, just trying to live my life. My journey is very similar to others that are out there in that I pursued a degree to almost the end just to realize that I may not actually want that as my reality. And with this, I found my strength in searching. I love to learn new skills and concepts, and I love deep diving into them, which is probably where my addiction to buying courses comes from, but I love learning new things. So my very first course was a nurse writer's workshop. From this course, I learned really the foundations of an online business. I learned about SEO, about blogging and networking and how to set up a website. And it was an amazing foundation. But when it came to the actual writing and specifically writing for other people, I really did not feel very passionate about it. And this is where I found that I was definitely being pushed to work for myself. This path of working for myself kind of flowed me into becoming a travel blogger, and I pursued that avenue for a few months before I found Amy Porterfield. And through her book, 2 Weeks Notice, I really sparked an interest in digital products and digital courses. And this launched me into the business that I have today. But I mean, even this path has evolved multiple times over the last span of a year or 2 years. And I realized that I struggled for several of these years just simply trying to find my direction, and which way I wanted to go. I would talk about ways of turning my nursing knowledge into a course or my holistic medicine knowledge and kind of exploring ways that I can make that into a digital online business. But I really enjoy mindset work and helping others realize that healthcare does not have to be the final destination. Now, I help healthcare professionals build digital product-based businesses that make them passive income. All of those courses, all of the knowledge and the skill set that I have learned over the past 3 years has now become the resource for many to guide them on their own journey. This journey so far has been very, very eye-opening, and I am really beginning to enjoy the road instead of looking for that final destination, which is huge. So let me answer a question that I get asked all the time, which is, what made me pick digital products? A hook that always gets me is the image of relaxing on a beach while your phone is pinging with just notifications of another sale after another sale after another sale. Who does not want to make money while essentially not working? I mean, I don't think any of us are going to be raising our hands or saying no to that. But realistically, we know that there is some effort that has to be put in first before this moment can even happen. I follow a ton of women in the digital product world, and I've taken so many of their courses, their webinars, their workshops, and that's really why and how I know what it takes to get to this point. And I love digital products because they're very easy to turn into evergreen products. And these are things that you can essentially create a community that will help you sell your products without much effort from you on the back end. Once that ball starts rolling, it's all about feeding the machine with new products just to keep it rolling. But it's possible to create something that you get to then just explore your creative side, and it continues to make you money. Simply put, if you build the community and you create the outreach, which is reels, podcasts, YouTube videos, things that people can search and can find you at a later time when you're not having to constantly push out these things, this content will then push them towards your products, which you have on Evergreen, and it's a win-win for everyone. This is why I love digital products, because the opportunity to create income is endless. You can create as much or as little as you would like. And I'll say that really the hardest part of the journey is creating the community and then learning what their needs are. But from that knowledge, if you do it correctly, you can create the products that solve their needs, solve their problems, and create the content that continues to draw them back in. And why I specifically love digital products for healthcare workers is because we really have a perfect storm. If you're still working those 312s, then you have the opportunity to build an audience on the side. I mean, I worked 9 to 5, technically 7 to 3, but I was still able to build the audience and do this work on the side. And healthcare professionals are masters at research and at learning new things, which means your opportunities are limitless. This journey of building a business will require you to constantly assess where you need to strengthen your skills, which we're great at looking at the situation and plucking out what needs to happen. And that skill, which you have already strengthened and developed over years of your professional career, you can identify the skills that you may be lacking, and then you have me to teach you what you need for those missing spots. So here comes the juice. This is the exciting part of the whole video. What are your plans for the first quarter of 2025? Okay, so I have one for you. I'm introducing the Digital Biz Builder membership. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be a 4-month group coaching program that really gives you the framework that you need to build that digital product-based business. I will give you the tools that will launch you and your business into the next year. You are going to leave in April with a fully functioning business. Now, this membership is everything that I wanted and that I needed when I first stumbled upon the idea of building a digital product. Like, I knew I wanted a course, but I had no other foundation for this course. It just sounded like a dream business to me. But here is where I help you. I will show you the basics that you need to have in place before you get to the digital course step. I want you to have success in your first year. I did not have a mentor to look up to when I first launched Inspire RM. I skipped a lot of the foundation steps. And now I am more than a year in, and I am trying to go back and build things like my community and my research. So from all of these lessons that I had to learn the hard way, I have developed a whole roadmap for you to essentially travel down, because I don't want you to waste your time like I did. And I want to see you reach your goals for 2025. I have been putting together some care packages for you, and I know that with my help, we can see some major transformations in the first quarter of 2025. The doors for this membership are going to open on January 15th at my Action Board party. If you are at the party, I will share some discount codes for early access. All you need to do to get invited to the party is be on my email list. So leave this podcast, jump onto my site at inspirern.com, check out the link in the show notes. Whatever you need to do, join the subscriber list now. When you subscribe, you are going to get the Vision Builder Workbook, so it will launch you into planning mode prior to the party. I cannot wait to see you guys at the Action Board party on January 15th and in the membership. So have a great week, and I will see you next Friday on the Inspire RN podcast.